Hello, everybody. This is Kyrix with an episode of This Week in Kyrix. This is the episode for the week of Wednesday, November 15th, 2017, and it's actually being recorded on Wednesday, November 15th, 2017. Blech. Yep, actually doing it on time today. So, first update, Pokemon actually had a really good week this week. I want to say 3 battles, and I won all of them pretty handily, I think. Yeah, I did. One of them came kind of close, but I did win. Came home, did some stuff. Actually, called one of my friends, Skinner. He's apparently coming down from, I want to say Tennessee? Might be Kentucky, but I think it's Tennessee. And he's going to be coming to Florida for a couple weeks or so. Going to be hanging out, spending time with us, that kind of stuff. And he and I were talking. He's like, "Oh, you know what I miss seeing on in the store? Is turkey loaf, which is these little Genio roast turkeys. It's just a 2-pound, quite literally brick of turkey in gravy with a little cardboard covering in a tin roaster. Like a bread loaf roaster kind of thing. And you pop it in the oven for like 2 hours to 2 hours and 10 minutes. You pull it out, you let it cool a bit. Big old blob of turkey. Good shit. And they used to run for about $4, and I would get, anywhere from 4 to 8 of them, depending, for a month, and that would be good stuff. But they seem, as far as we can tell, to be discontinued. We were scouring the internet looking for them because I decided to try and look for them online, because I'm desperate enough for those things that I will order them from another state if I can find them. But no such luck. But I did actually find something I had been looking for. I found an ostrich egg. Now, I'm not going to have this thing anytime soon. We're looking at a couple months at best. But I found an ostrich egg going for like $40 to $50. There's doubtlessly going to be shipping involved. But if I get this thing, in the near future, I say if, I am pretty determined to get it. I got to start setting money aside for it. When I get this thing, I will probably chronicle the whole thing. I will break out my phone camera and film us cracking the egg, making the egg, eating the egg, that kind of shit. Which may, in fact, include a face reveal for the first time. So yeah, you'll see Kyrix eating a fucking ostrich egg. Probably gonna make some kind of cheese omelet with it. I don't know. Either that or scrambled, because those and hard-boiled are the only ways I really like eggs, and since I don't like yolk, and really hard-boiling it, it would be impossible to get the food hard-boiling it out of it without destroying the shell. Hard-boiling isn't an option. Plus, I don't like hard-boiled egg yolks, so a huge chunk of that shit would go to waste. It's one thing to throw out chicken egg yolks, because cats and dogs will occasionally eat those, but something the size of a fucking softball, no, that's a bit much to just toss. And in case you're wondering why I care about the shell, there's actually a very specific way to open these things, involving a drill, of all things, to keep the shell intact. Mostly, there's going to be a hole in the top. You gotta mix shit up, blow it out with a straw, that kind of thing. But turns out that the ostrich egg shells are valuable to people who do crafts. And when I say valuable, I mean the reason I could never find ostrich eggs for sale, for eating, is because I would always find ostrich eggs shells for sale, either painted already or sold for painting. And they go, and I had to wade through a bunch of these to find even one edible egg. And they run anywhere from $20 to $60, depending, So, if I find a local craft store and say, "Hey, you interested in getting an ostrich egg?" I could, depending on how much they'll give me for it, make my fucking money back off this egg. Now, I'm not expecting anything major for it, and a lot of my friends are confused why I would even want an ostrich egg. And it's because, have you eaten an ostrich egg? It's a thing. My friend's like, "You'll eat an ostrich egg, but you won't eat a taco?" I'm like, it's still an egg, The comparisons... it's like saying, you ride in cars everywhere. You'll ride in that truck, but you won't let me launch you into the next county with a giant slingshot? They're not comparable. It's just... It's just something exotic that I want to try. Give me a second. I gotta look at the dog real quick. Okay, good girl. I'm trying to make sure the dog's not over stealing crap from the litter box. Because she does that. She drags it over by her food for some reason, and I keep stepping in it. And I'm trying to break her of that. So, but she's not doing it right now, so that's good. But anyway, ostrich egg. That could be a thing in the next 2 to 6 months, depending on how much I could set aside, how quickly, and whether or not someone helps me. Nope, that's not your side. Dog's been sidling up to my right side. I've been trying to get her on my left for various reasons. Partly because when my arm was broken, it was hard to pet her from that angle. Plus, the cat likes to sit on that side and give my my side a massage by kneading the blanket next to me. So, for some reason, she won't do it on the left side, and I want to encourage it because it's soothing. Hi, Winky. But yeah, ostrich egg. I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of things I'm looking forward to, tomorrow night, around, let's say 11:15, I'll be pedaling up to GameStop. This is PM, not AM. And I will be standing in line waiting for the release of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for Pokemon. And it's kind of weird going to the Pokemon event and telling everyone, I'm like, this is kind of weird that for a lot of us, this will be the last time we'll seriously be playing Sun and Moon. You know? Because the new ones are coming out. That'll hold us for at least a week. But, oh, speaking of which, on my way to HeroClix, I did a pass at GameStop and managed to get 5 more Silvally cards, bringing me up to 12. 6 more, and I'm golden. I'm probably going to snag some of them that I need tomorrow night when I go up for the midnight release. Which reminds me, I need to dig that receipt out. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, HeroClix. I specifically made it generic theme so that we just play weird shit, you know. I played my, my monkeys. I played a whole bunch of apes. 3 real figures, 4 pogs. It was a team that I knew was going to get its butt kicked, but I did surprisingly well. I won the first round. Did decently in the second. And got my clock cleaned in the third, because they were playing Mystics. Mystics, if you don't know, for HeroClix non-HeroClix players, when you hit a Mystic with an attack, you take a damage. Well, the Pogs only have 1 click, so when they take damage, they die. So as I put it, they were giant ape-shaped honeybees. As soon as I hit them, if I succeeded, I died in the process. But I still get a decent number of points off him, so that was the thing. But it was fun. I probably got like 350 out of 600 for that match. It was a fun event, but it was tiring because I went completely out of my way. I went up to the GameStop first, and then, which involves me going, what is it? Let's say 18 streets over, and then going up, and then going another, let's say 25 streets back. You know, it's a lot of extra bike riding. And then I got lost because I came out at a weird angle on the street and had to consult my GPS to figure out where the hell I was, which added another 5 minutes to the trip. And I could have swung by and gotten more, possibly, but I'm like, no, I'm going to be there anyway tomorrow. Why add an extra 15 minutes to a half an hour to my trip, especially since, for reasons I can't comprehend, I stayed an extra half hour after the game was over. So I was late getting home anyway. Normally I'm home like 10 minutes before 9. I got home at like 9:10, 9:20 today. But it's been a good event. I've got the Pokemon thing to look forward to Thursday night / Friday morning. I'll have all of Friday to fuck around with that. Then I will have... what the hell? I will have... there's a word for it, Kyrix. What is it? I will have all of Friday to play around with, like I said, Pokemon Ultra Sun. And then Saturday, I'm going to play Star Trek, so expect that next week. And that does it for this. I'm going to watch some videos, but bye, everybody!